Okay, welcome back to my channel, Libra. I was trying to clarify the tower moment. Strangely, the tower did not come through. However, what did come through was a lot of repeating cards here. One of them being the Judgment, and certainly these are the main cards out here. Six of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, High Priestess, again a repeating card from the last read here for the general on June, as well as the Page of Cups. And then we've got, again, repeating card, Four of Cups. We've got the Knight of Swords coming in here as well. And again, Eight of Swords as a repeating card, more of a clarifier though. So again, was just trying to clarify what the financial situation would be in the month of June. So it does look like you are working on some kind of a pastime, probably something that something you're continuing to work on, and it's maybe a little slower in terms of money or bringing in money, but I still feel like this is a card of being closer to your goals than you think. The Six of Cups is certainly a card that is enjoying what you're doing, and it does indicate that this is something that is probably stemmed from childhood, that you're this enterprise or whatever it is that you're doing relates to. So it's something that kind of takes you back into the past here that you are continuing to put your efforts toward. The Wheel of Fortune it's something that's very emotionally satisfying. With the Ten of Cups, and there could be harmony around the home front as well in regards to a situation, but overall it does feel like whatever this is, it's very emotionally a pattern that's consistent here in the month of June. Seems to be more that there's an awakening to oneself. There's an awakening to how you're going forward, what you're thinking about in terms of a relationship. Of course, it could be some kind of an apology, but I'm sort of staying focused here on the money aspect of things. So again, it just feels like you're still into the wishes and dreams and the goals that you're focusing on stemming from the past, and you're still putting in the effort in a very practical, tangible way, one foot in front of the other kind of thing, very emotionally fulfilled and satisfied in the month of June. You're working past the surfaces or the things that would have been blockages for you. Again, this is just the clarifier here, and really the overall energy in terms of finances, as far as the big cards out here, is Wheel of Fortune and the the Judgment card, as well as the High Priestess. So again, these are really big players. There's something very significant that's happening in the month of June here, that's really going to be some kind of a turning event of sorts. And I did pull a couple of advice cards which are further out here. I'll bring those forward here in just a second, but it was King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So a lot of money focus here in this month, but for sure with the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment card, to me, these are sort of the biggest cards out in the month of June in terms of your finances. You're in some kind of a turning point in your life, and creating some level of stability and overall happiness with what you're doing. You're really satisfied with what you're doing. I don't feel that your only real restrictions were yourself, and not feeling that you were kind of moving along the path maybe fast enough or whatever. There is some level of disappointment, or has been, but overall, a lot is still yet to be revealed with these cards. So again, you're at that turning point in your life, creating stability, and there is some kind of unexpected outcome is what I would say here as well. And this relates to something you've been doing in the past. There's a lot of originality that comes through with this card, and whatever you're doing, I feel like you're doing it in sort of an unconventional way. Or there's something unconventional in the way that you think about something here. Because the Judgment card, like I said, that follows is, and there's also a couple of cards as well I pulled out that were kind of clarifiers to that Tower, more specific. Again, I'll bring those forward, but it was the Moon and the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like emotionally you're not quite comfortable with this transition. I think that's more the issue. It feels like you're emotionally not sure you're ready for this big change that's about to take place in your life. You're trying to still sort of mentally adjust to what's coming in, but you do have some kind of awakening here to realizing the path, and again, putting in the practical steps to get there. But it is going to be a very satisfying sort of end here. But the dream is going to be unfolding, and you're starting to see more of it in the month of June is what I would say. And maybe something is kind of put to the test in terms of your finances, but it's more, I would say, kind of reviewing, the hard choices or the things that make you happy. Like you're reviewing life in some way, and the decisions that you'll have to make will have a very strong impact on your destiny going forward, especially in the month of June. So again, it's you're kind of stepping back here and pausing. Again, this is further out. It's not quite the energy you're in yet, but it is what's clarifying the big judgment card, of course, which is where you're kind of weighing options here next to the the Wheel of Fortune. But your money is going to increase out down the road here. I'm not seeing a lot of the money coming in yet specifically. This to me still feels like putting in the work. I don't feel any new jobs or anything coming in here. This just feels like putting in the work in a particular situation, whether you have a regular job and you're just continuing to do that while something else kind of percolates in the background here. But this is still, something that is positive and resolving in your favor or moving in your favor. So things that you're hoping for that will take place in this month are continuing to transform, is what I would say here. So, and again, I feel like you have a lot with the Judgment card coming through. This is and so close. They're big decisions, big decisions that are kind of moving you into this space. The High Priestess as well is a lot of things sort of under the surface, things that are not really quite visible yet maybe in the real tangible world. And that's really why the High Priestess kind of sits here, before all of these cards here, or sorry, following all of these other cards, because it's not yet been revealed. And again, we had the Moon card further out, which I'll bring those cards forward, just didn't have the space here, but it's still a lot of things, a lot of mystery, or a lot of I don't want to say imbalance necessarily, but something that's just not yet revealed. So High Priestess is still committed to the particular goal that you're trying to bring forward, but there's a lot of manifestation that's still being integrated here in this card. So again, the High Priestess still has that energy of I'm keeping to myself. I'm not really revealing what I'm doing. I'm not going to do any great reveal until I'm really sure of my path. So emotionally, I am a little more aloof, or I'm holding myself back. I am not telling people things about what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep my own counsel, is really what that card speaks to as well. But it's also about listening to your body, listening to your intuition. It's also about being in touch with all of those things around you as well, so that you can bring in downloads. Like she's somebody who's quite receptive. So again, coming off a little mysterious, a little more emotionally detached, or again, kind of keeping to yourself in the month of June. But there is some kind of life-changing thing that you're about to embark on here that's going to make you feel like you are actually closer to, you're seeing more of the full picture of something. You're seeing that something is very possible here, is what I would say. Could be also dealing with Cancer energy here. But again, you're also dealing with hidden parts of your personality. The Three of Wands sort of speaks to you're advancing that. So you're somehow moving forward in terms of your finances. You're inching something ahead, this idea, whatever's been integrated, and your experience, whatever you were taking in basically from the external world is now being pushed forward into some kind of advanced planning stage, is what I would say there, and that's taking place in June. So again, the Three of Wands is where you're just on the threshold of success, and this is, still building solid ground, all of that, but you're really looking forward optimistically to this new mission, this new path in life. So I feel like this is still a place where there's changes taking place, but again, there is some sense of really having a strong epiphany moment of the big transition that's about to be revealed. There is something here that is going to be, there's something that's still hidden, that's not making itself known yet, but everything looks good. And again, even your belief system, is really being synthesized here with this particular card. So, and even in terms of finances, like I said, there is some approval further ahead or advancement in a particular way that is going to allow you to, advance financially. But most of this, most of what I see here in the month of June is that the path is changing. There will be monetary gains, and you're really getting clear on how you are proceeding forward with the finances. Again, I don't see a lot of the finances in this month. I feel like it's kind of the same old is really what's happening there, but it's mostly about whatever this path is, it's emotionally fulfilling. Like it's almost like it completes you in some way. So again, 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, and the 10 means this is something that's kind of further out, but it is the ultimate level of, feeling complete, feeling like you're adjusted in some way to the path that you were always supposed to be on. So it's something that you're strongly connected to. But again, the Wheel of Fortune is a card of the timing is right, everything is falling into place. You just have to kind of go with the flow. Seven of Pentacles, again, there is still sort of a delay, even though there is some sense that you have an understanding of the path now, and this feels like this is going to be the way that you proceed forward. Whatever this is going to be, again, you might be reevaluating all of your belief systems to be able to keep moving forward here. But in terms of finances, it's definitely, you've got patience that will pay off. And so it is a card of saying, be a little bit more patient. The momentum is here. You are just really getting downloads of a new idea or something that is coming in to help you to create what it is that you're trying to make happen. So again, you have what it takes. Your hard work is going to pay off eventually here because of the Seven of Pentacles further out. But there's something really big that's coming in that's going to be an exchange of energy that helps you to understand this is what was always meant to be. This is something that is big. Again, with the Page of Cups, I mean, I feel like emotionally there has been disappointment here as well, and possibly in around a younger person that, but it's usually a message of, maybe news that's coming in that is going to disappoint you in around a younger person. I hate to kind of give age ranges specifically, but this could be in around 20s, 30s, that kind of thing with the Knight of Wands. But there is still a sense of letdown. I have the Five of Cups with the Four of Cups, and that kind of, again, is a repeat. So there's been some disappointment here, but again, there's a pause in around whatever that 4 or 5 of Cups was. So again, fours are still in around the balance, but there's some action taking place around getting yourself out of that lower ebb, that lower headspace. Because again, 4 is still where you've had a place of, not being happy with your finances, and certainly does indicate that things aren't as bleak as they appear to be. This is really you reevaluating the plan, tweaking the plan, and being able to find new sources of income. And I feel like in some way you might be overlooking the obvious. You might be overlooking something that is right in front of you that you could be taking advantage of. I feel like, you have been, again, disappointed in the past or have had some setbacks, but that disappointment, is really... because the other cards on the other deck, on the general read, we're telling you focus, focus, focus. Concentrate on what you have left, not on what's lost, because this is going to bring in a new beginning here. Page of Pentacles is you worried about this new venture, this new start, this new beginning, this new direction. It is a protected direction, and certainly with the Page of Pentacles, that is an indicator that up ahead, you do have something that's going to be quite significant, that's going to make some change in your world here. But again, it's just the start of something. Sorry, that is going to be significantly advancing you forward. The cards I pulled out for advice, I'm just going to pull those forward here as well. So the cards I had for advice, again, this could be an Aries person that's coming through here as well to direct you or give you some insight. But there's something here about money coming in. Again, this is advice, really, but the King of Pentacles is somebody who's really practical. And so you could be getting, again, advice from someone. Sorry, guys. You could be getting some advice from someone here around finances, somebody who does have more of a recognized way of earning successfully, because this is somebody who really knows what they're doing with money. But again, it's practical moves, and this is definitely, a lucrative path for those that are moving towards success and accomplishment. Could be somebody who's a CEO, manager, anything like that, but it's usually somebody who's self-employed or who is intending to be self-employed or has the ability to be self-employed. So it's really a practical energy and somebody who's really responsible with their money. I feel like this is also in terms of finances, prosperity is coming in here. This is something that is just up ahead, and you just have to keep focused on the path, because you don't get bogged down too much on emotionally, but again, I feel like whatever you're doing is emotionally satisfying. Ace of Pentacles energy is it's not the beginning so much as it is the beginning, if that makes any sense. So you've already taken some steps to arrive at this destination. The Ace of Pentacles is a whole new it's a whole new money path. So this is about material possessions and things that can be at your disposal. But it certainly speaks to stability and timing being right and being able to upgrade due to initiating some kind of a plan here with the Three of Wands, which I feel that's sort of the energy you're kind of moving toward. But right now, this is a new business opportunity that's going to result because of all of this energy that you're currently in some big realization and turn of luck in your favor. So again, it's more than you expect. It is something that you were accruing. There's personal satisfaction here, and there's long-term security that you're working towards. I think you need to change your perspective. Shift your attitude about something here with the Hanged Man. I think you're bogging yourself down with some kind of emotional holding pattern. Like there's just something here about you kind of unsure maybe you're unsure about how things will be going forward, and so because of that you might be slowing yourself down. But you just have to know that once you're able to change your perspective, everything's going to move forward and that block is broken. So again, I feel like you're kind of hanging on a little bit here with the Moon card, really holding your emotions back, really holding on to that Four of Pentacles energy, not really sure that you want to head, not really sure of the path yet, but you're guarding against things right now. So you're not really open to the opinions of others or anything like that. You're kind of clinging on to your savings or closing yourself off so that you don't repeat any old patterns. But it's also a card of laying success in terms of finances. So it does indicate that you're protecting your wealth or your possessions or the things that are important to you to kind of grow the wealth. So again, most of it seems to be kind of self-involved energy that seems to be the blockage. So I think the tower is more of an internal tower. I don't see anything here that indicates that you're not still moving ahead. So again, you do have luck moving in your favor. It is a long-term path. It's emotionally fulfilling for you, but there is some kind of huge epiphany and awareness that is coming into your sphere here in the month of June that is really going to help clear the path. And I feel like you're being a little bit more mysterious in terms of, what's kind of up ahead. I just wanted to throw in there as well. It's big energy, like I said, that's playing out here in terms of your work and your career. You are continuing on the path. Like I said, you do have the Temperance energy here, so you are continuing on the path and keeping up with your commitments and all of those things. And in terms of your finances, again, I feel like, there's a moderate degree of success that might be coming through here. Don't see it so much as financial, but there might be something that indicates to you that there is finances that are going to be kind of more of a promise up ahead here because of there's some indicator that with that Seven of Pentacles that something is coming in for you. So again, and I feel like you're going to see some luck moving in your favor in the month. And I think that's why you feel like you might want to give up here, but that's not, or that you feel like you had wanted to give up because something maybe wasn't living up to an expectation, whatever. But you're kind of, as I say, you're not really focusing on the setbacks here. With that Page of Cups energy, you are really on a path of finding your own personal satisfaction. So again, main players, Wheel of Fortune, and Judgment card. So again, something from the past that you were previously doing is going to be bringing in a huge amount of success for you. Like I say, the Wheel of Fortune is the card of making big changes, advancement, and overall happiness is secured. But it's also some kind of unexpected news of some sort, or unexpected change of some sort that is allowing you to see that you actually have good luck in your corner. That's what I would say in terms of finances. The money I don't see coming in just yet, but there is something that is going to come in unexpected to let you see you've got luck in your corner here. Your conditions are getting better. Your luck is going to be headed for a new cycle here. And again, you kind of have to get ready for a new way of life. And I feel like you're not really quite ready for that yet, shifting out of that. But don't get stuck on the plans again with that. You had previously the Hanged Man. Don't get stuck on any particular plan, in the way that you had envisioned it. Because, good fortune is coming in for you, and that's going to require you to weigh out a situation and sort of move it in the direction of a more favorable, lucky, fortuitous place. So again, with that hangman energy that you had before, it's feeling like you don't know what to do, you don't know how to move something ahead. But things are going to show you in the month of June that you do have a sense of, how things are going to change rapidly here for you. So again, there's like a complete either reversal in your thinking, or something is coming in here to show you that you've got some kind of lucky change and a resolve to a problem of some sort. But definitely that Judgment energy, you have a really strong idea of who you are and what's coming in up ahead. And you know that with that combination, you're on purpose. This is a purposeful place for you to be. And it's sudden change, sudden feeling, sudden, situation that develops, sudden self-development, all of that. Spiritual development also comes through here as well. But it's just a positive turn of events, like I said. And in terms of finances, I just feel like there is something that will pay out or improve your conditions, and it's going to be luck around that, some kind of information that's going to come through in regards to that. So, yeah. Anyway, I think that's probably about all I can sort of glean from that. Is some big, lucky, fortuitous thing that is going to help you to understand that you are getting ready for total change in your life. Anyway, that's what I have for you for your finances in the month of June, Libra. And just know that you are on a lucky path up ahead. Keep moving forward.